Welcome back to Grandma Sims. Don't forget to download the show from the gallery and follow along. Let's decorate and have some fun. All right, so this is number 4 of the builds and we are almost done. We are going to work on this, what I'm calling a family office. We're going to do some outdoors, put a pool in, and then this little carport area. So lots gonna happen in this video. So I really was trying to continue to make this very much a cozy family home. So I tried to make this office somewhere not only so parents could do maybe whatever work they need to get done, paying bills, playing on the computer, but also making it a place where the kids can come and hang out too, so they're not off by themselves somewhere, which I thought would be really nice. Been doing a lot of thinking about The Sims 4 when it came out in 2014, and as I got to thinking about it, it's like, it's hard to remember when things happen when. So I did a little search to find out what else was going on in 2014, and unfortunately, for me anyway, I didn't find anything too exciting that happened in 2014. The Sims 4 coming out wasn't even mentioned in anything that I looked into. I'm sure it was definitely mentioned in the Sims community and EA and things like that, but I mean on a world scale, obviously not a big deal. But then I realized as I was going through that was the year we lost Robin Williams, unfortunately. I did not know that it's been that long since he's been gone. And the other one, most notably for me anyway, we lost Ann B. Davis, who of course was Alice on the Brady Bunch. So those were two big losses that happened that year. Lots of political things going on that year, lots of airplane crashes going on that year. On a bright note, there was quite a few states in the United States, a lot of places that legalized same-sex marriage. So that was a good thing to see, that the whole year was all the states coming together to pass that legislation. So that was nice to see. I didn't find any movies that came out that year that I liked. I didn't find any books that came out that year that I liked. So other than The Sims 4, I guess, coming out that year, it was pretty much of a letdown when I was doing my search. So that's kind of crazy. Anyway, you can see here I am making a little kid zone there, making an artist area so that somebody come in here and do some painting. They can play chess in here. It's really a family environment, a family, like the living room. This is another cozy room, smaller room, but still cozy, for the family to hang out and be, somewhat creative, being artistic and reading and maybe being on the computer. And I just thought the things in this, these clutter items added to that coziness in this room, making it very lived in family type area. It'll be nice to see Sims hanging out in here together and doing things. Now we're just going to finish off the second bathroom. This is the one that's located over where the kids' rooms are. So it's very conveniently located. I used the same coloring as I did in the other bathroom. I do like that color, but I did decide to go with just a bathtub in this room, and then the same toilet. Put the toddler potty in there. Just moving the door just a hair so that we can get the sink back here. So again, not a very exciting bathroom. It's a basic bathroom, something that I find, workable for the Sims and for me. So we're just gonna finish up this bathroom. Once we get done with this bathroom, then I will be finally finishing up that basement. You'll have one more look at it, the empty version of it, at the end of this video, but the next time you see it, we'll be finishing up. I feel like I finally have some inspiration and I know what direction I'm going in. I'm not going to give it away. I'm going to keep it a little secret, and I don't know, maybe a little secret from myself, because I always know what direction I'm going in, and then the day I start working on that, things can change. Things always change. I'm not so rigid that I get stuck in one thought, but we'll see how it goes. I have a few ideas, so that should help. Just finishing up putting all the little bathroom things in, and then I believe we're going to go outside and work on our family backyard. Just a deck and a pool. Nothing too cluttered or glamorous. It's just a family backyard. You don't need a lot to make it a home for your Sims. I do like this little height chart here in the bathroom. That is really cute. I like all the different versions. I just thought this version with the brown worked the best in this room. I don't think you can go wrong with any of the choices in that one. So that's all of the upstairs. As we take a look around, all of the upstairs is done. Now this is the backyard. Where we're going to put the pool and connect it to this back deck. I did some futzing around with this here to get everything where I wanted it, because I did want a step. I did want a step for going out into the yard, but I also wanted the pool here. So a little bit of fussing around. Just trying to grab that arrow there. And then you'll see down here on the end where I do put those stairs. Just getting rid of some of these railings that are in the way. Interesting shaped pool, I thought. Interesting having it connected to the deck in this way. And then I have a problem with this little booger, but we fixed it. I thought that would be, I didn't know. I didn't know if I was going for an in-ground pool or above ground pool. Somehow I feel like I'm in the middle of the two with this pool, which is fine. And then again, working it out so that I can put these stairs in. And that's what it is sometimes, just a matter of pushing and pulling and moving things around till you get them where you want them. And yes, I know there is a hole there. We will fix that. I think we're just going to hide it. Nobody will know if you don't tell them, right? Unless you make a video about it and tell everybody there's a hole there. Whichever. So a basic family patio. Nothing special, unfortunately. I kept it basic on purpose. There's a reason for everything. When you move in with your sim and you start doing different activities, and you know your sim wants to build a rocket, if you are installing a house, or if you build a house, or however, you know, if you're getting your houses from the gallery or building them yourself, if you don't, you know, we don't always plan for those big things, and then it's like, oh, okay, either I have to take everything down that I built, or I have to move out of the house that I really like. So in this case, especially because this is a base game only build, I left a lot of room in this backyard on purpose. That way, when I move my sim in, or if you use, when you move your sim in, you have room for those incidentals. So when you have the other packs, if you wanted to build the rocket ship, or if you wanted to put in the tree house for the kids, there's definitely room for that. I mean, here I'm putting the dollhouse on the back patio for the kids. Again, trying to keep that family orientated space back here. But over here in the yard, it's empty, and there's nothing wrong with that. I have a big spot in our backyard. All that's there is a tree, and I always look at it thinking I should put something there, but then I'm also thinking, you know, the lawn is nice. It's pretty. There's nothing wrong with that. So, I do think I might want to put a shed back there, though. You know, a garden shed for all the rakes and tools and stuff like that. I'll let you know if I decide. Oh, so here we go. We're going to cover up that hole. I almost fell in the hole. We're going to kind of cover up that hole. I know it still looks pretty yucky. We're going to do some couple little things here. See what we can do to fill this in. I know we still have to hide it in the end, but this helps a little bit. It's a different color, but we can hide it a little. Oh, no, we're not hiding it with that plant. Huh, surprised myself. Thought we were gonna hide that there. Oh, Lord, I'll tell you what, I changed my mind more than I like to admit. Oh, I guess we just fixed it. Nothing wrong with that either. Nothing wrong with anything. It's pretty easy to just say, whatever. Getting some lights in. So when it comes to the basement, like I said, I'm not going to give any secrets away yet, but we will be utilizing this outdoor entrance. I'm thinking that is the best way to go for this house. So I might be taking out the entrance from inside the house down to the basement. I think I might be taking that out, in which case, if that does happen, there will be an extra little space in the kitchen that we will need to deal with, and I have a couple ideas for that also. So I'm kind of really, that's my next thing. I'm really ready to dig in, get the basement done for this house, get this house finished up, get it up on the gallery so you all can take a look at it, and, maybe move your Sims in, see how it plays out. And before, where I had a brain block of what to do, I think I've cleared up the fog, and I think I've got some good ideas moving forward to get that finished up. So here under the carport, obviously no cars in the Sims. Everybody says it, everybody knows it. But I did decide to put in a couple little planter things here, in some flowers. Put a couple bicycles in. Unfortunately, these are the two bikes that we get in the base game. One of them has a skull on it. Not exactly family friendly and appropriate, with a skull and a coffin on the back of it, but it's base game, and we go with the flow. We go with the flow. So this carport could be anything. I had at one point thought about making it like a workout area, maybe putting some gym equipment in. I love this cement. If you take a look at it, get real close and take a look at it. This cement, concrete cement. I think it's concrete cement's in concrete. Yeah. It's very cool though. It's very shiny. It's all pitted. It's got all these really cool little markings in it. Put the little table, a science table in there for the kiddos, because you want them in all areas of the house. That's why this is a nice family home. And put some trees in the backyard. And like I said, now if you have that pack and you wanted to put the tree house in the backyard for the kids, that would be there on the right hand side. That'd be a very good place. Just take out that tree, put in the tree house, which would go great with this family house. I think that's something that I might actually do myself. So we're going to put some dirt. It's always good. Nothing is pristine. There's always a little dirt where the lawnmower, maybe chewed up the grass a little, or, gives it a little edging. Always gives the house a nice feeling to it. So this is our second to last build. Like I said, we are coming up on that basement build that's going to finish this house. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Don't miss the end of this build. You're going to want to see all the final things that we're going to do with that basement. And then you'll be able to download this house and move your Sims in. So yeah, make sure you get subscribed and don't miss out on anything as we finish up around this yard. I think this house is very cute, very playable. I don't imagine there's going to be any glitches or any stuttering, no lagging. I think it'll be good for family. You can actually get a lot of Sims in here, and we have talked about that in another video. So here's your last shot of the empty basement. that's the last time we will see it empty. So remember, keep it creative, keep it cozy, and I'll see you for that next build.